29th convocation of prize distribution ceremony of Honorary Institute of Shipping. My name is Captain Swaminathan and I will be having the privilege of being the Master of Ceremonies for the day. To start off with the proceedings ahead, I would request the Chief Guest, Mr. Robert, Chairman, National Shipping Board, to please come up on the stage, please. I would like to also request the guest of honor, Dr. Felicitation, former Chairman, All Cargo Logistics Limited, to please come up on the stage. I would request the CMD, Captain Anup Sharma of SCI, to also please come up on the stage, please. Director, Honorary Institute of Shipping, Captain Sagi, I would request you to also please come on the stage. And Mr. S.V.K., Chairman, NMIS, I would request to also please come on the stage, please. To kickstart the proceedings, for every auspicious thing, we start off with the ceremonial lamp lighting. So I would request all the members seated on the dais to please start with the ceremonial lamp lighting. Thanks. To take this welcoming session forward, I would now request Mr. Umesh Grover, from the Governing Council member of NMIS, to please come up on the stage and present a bouquet of flowers to... Correction. I would like to request Mr. SVK to please, let's say, give a welcome bouquet of flowers to the Chief Guest, Sri Pradeep Trimbak Rawat. Now I would like to invite Mr. Umesh Grover to please present the bouquet of flowers to our guest of honor, Dr. Felicitation, please. And I would like to invite the next Governing Council member of NMIS, Captain Mukesh Gautama, to please come up on the stage and present a bouquet to Mr. Captain Anup Sharma, please. And now I would request Mr. K, Chairman, Honorary Institute of Shipping, to give the welcome address.
morning to everyone. It is with great pleasure that we welcome the chief guest, Mr. Pradeep Rawat, the chairman of the National Shipping Board, who have graced the occasion and encouraged the students at the 39th convocation and prize distribution ceremony of the Honorary Institute. Mr. Rawat has keen interest in education and research with a focus on science and evolutionary biology. As the chairman of the National Shipping Board, we are confident that he would guide the institute to grow in its endeavors. Informatively, the National Shipping Board had constituted a committee to form the institute way back, and today we are celebrating the 39th convocation. So it is with the blessings of the National Shipping Board that the institute was formed. We are also pleased to welcome Dr. Shashikaran Shetty, founder and chairman of All Cargo Logistics, as a guest of honor at the convocation ceremony. Mr. Shetty has pioneered his Indian logistics sector and established his company as a true global player with acquisition of ECU lines of Belgium. So it's a heartening sign that one of the Indian company has actually globalized in a way by forming or acquiring companies abroad. The Narottam Morarji Institute is also pleased to welcome Captain Barve, who is an icon for the shipping industry and who has played a vital role as a nautical advisor and the first secretary shipping with the Indian High Commission in London, and has ably represented the International Maritime Organization. We are also pleased to have the august company of Sri Arvind Parekh, who has founded the Intermodal Club to provide multimodal transportation in India. He has also an immense passion for music, which I think quite a few people know. He is an acclaimed sitar player, and he has been recently conferred with the Padma Bhushan by the President of India. We are also happy to have dignitaries from the shipping industry to attend the convocation ceremony. Of course, we welcome all the donors who have blessed the institute with funding, with encouragement to the students by way of scholarships. Finally, and most importantly, we are pleased to see the faculty and the students who have of the institute who have together added to a fresh pool of experienced shipping experts in the industry. So heartiest welcome to all the dignitaries who are present for this convocation ceremony, and we will now proceed with the next course, which is the awards and prize distribution and the certificate award. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kher, for the welcome address. To take the proceedings forward, I would like to now invite to the podium Captain Sagi, Director NMIS, and he would be presenting the institute's report. Captain Sagi, please. Thanks.
Chairman, National Shipping Board, G. Rawatji, Dr. Shashikaran Shetty, Founder, Chairman, All Cargo Logistics, Captain Guru Sharma, CMD SCI, Shri Kher, Chairman, NMIS, Industry Stalwarts, distinguished guests, passing out students and young cadets. A very good morning to all of you. Over the next 10 minutes or so, I will try to explain to you who we are, what value addition we bring to the table for the shipping industry. In the mid-60s, we already had jumping for the CBC day cadets. We also had DMT. Around same time, we also had LBS Kamsar. So, although the friend is very old, but in mid-60s we had PC for tech cadets, PC for engineers, and post-C courses in the LBS Kamsar for both engineers as well as cadets. But what we didn't have is a backup to train the people who are working the show. Srimati Subhati Murarji, a visionary that she was, she wrote to the government that we need to have an institution in the country. Everybody else had to go to London to do such trainings. The matter by the government was able to be then National Supreme Board chairperson. And the chairperson recommended yes, we completely agree with this recommendation. There ought to be an institute in our country. And that is how in 1969, Marathi Institute of Shipping was created. We set sails under the captainship of our chairperson, Srimati Marathi. We start with basics like how the ship floats. Many of them are just fresh graduates. They have no idea what is it all about. How a ship floats. What are the different types of ships? What are the different ports and shipping routes? Load lines, time zones, hierarchy of the ship, and then advance to international and domestic organizations in shipping. Documentations required in ships, ports, customs, insurance and trade, bill of lading, charter parties, hull machinery, cargo insurance, cabotage, Incoterms, Merchant Shipping Act, Indian Ports Act, Carry the Goods Act, and finally we teach how to buy a ship, operate a ship, charter the ship, insure a ship and its cargo, operate a port and manage a logistics company. Also, what are the new government initiatives like Sagar Mala, like port-led development initiative of the government in recent past? We also addressed the contemporary issues like container payment concerns and the notifications, the cap on the sulfur emission, and direct import delivery, the recent initiative in JNPT and some other ports. And we go through the text that we have circulated. It contains our syllabus in brief. Exams are conducted in 8 locations in the month of March every year. That is Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Kanpur, Chennai, Kolkata, Vizag, Goa, New Delhi. Additional exams are also conducted in the month of July and November in Mumbai and at any other center if we have more than 10 candidates available. All our students find recent placements. In last 5 decades, there is not a single student standing outside and knocking our doors for employment. The support is also extended to the NMIS for internship and placing our students. Many employers come to our campus for recruitment or place the requirement on our website. We need more support from the industry to extend more internship to our students so that they can get some more hands-on experience while undergoing the course. The fees for the course is just rupees 25,000 to rupees 34,000 per year, depending on the nature of the course one is pursuing. This includes study material. In addition, the candidates have to pay rupees 5,000 as exam fees. There are no other hidden costs. Some of our students do not have even this legal means to support their education. Many benevolent donors such as Shah Foundation, Seahorse, DP Bird, JP Boda, Prerna, MUI, Lucy, Krishnapatnam Port are supporting about 100 of our deserving students by subsidizing 50% of their fees. Can I please request the supporters of the institute to please rise? Those who are supporting the institute by paying fees for the students, can you please stand up? Yeah. They are very direct supporters. They don't even want to show their face. This is how the charity should be done. So the NMIS also subsidizes 50% of the fees of 50 more students. So that 100 is supported by the industry, 50 fees support from the institute. So total 150 out of about 600 students, that is 1 in every 4 students, he has to pay only 50% of fees. The idea is that we do not wish to turn down anyone who comes on our door and who wants to pursue the course. I take this opportunity that if there are more donors in this hall or later, if they can step forward so that nobody who deserves to grow in life, who wishes to grow in life, who wants to pursue this course is deprived of this wonderful opportunity. Most of the institutes, the MBA colleges and engineering colleges and top engineering colleges, their aim is or they propagate or they sell themselves and they make the leaders, they make the chiefs. We take a lot of pride in saying that no, we don't make the chiefs, but we make the Indians. We don't fight the war with chiefs, we require Indians to fight the war. And many of these Indians have gone on to become chiefs. One of them is sitting right in the front row, sir. Can you just stand up, sir? Uttaji is our president, and he went on to become the CMD SCI. Captain Sinha is another one. And then Captain Jaykumar, he's the principal officer of Mercantile Marine Department. So there are many such examples. Sukata Tulani, she joined our course as a first year owner of ships. She's a first year student. She's not here, she's not able to come, but so there are many. Dr. Saxena is also our student. So they are all very, very attentive people there. Can you just raise your hands? How many NMIS students are here? Please just kindly raise your hands. Yeah, you can see many scholars here. Yeah, there. It encourages our students who are getting the certificate now. In the academic year 2017-18, we had a total of 618 students who were enrolled in the first year and the second year together. The first year number was 403, and similarly the second year number was 4214. Today, we will be giving a convocation certificate to 123 students. These boys and girls are indeed privileged to have acquired this prestigious qualification. I can assure you that none of them have got it on a platter. The NMIS exam is as tough as Mercantile Marine Department examination. They really have to sweat it out, And all of them have sweated it out and they have earned it. So let's applaud these young boys and girls for their achievement. We are totally focused on value addition to our students. We are here because of our students and not the other way around. Course material is revised and updated every year. We insist that the students assess the lecturers at the end of each class. They give them grading, 5-star or 1-star grading. And this grading is shared in a transparent manner with our faculty for self-improvement. If students are not satisfied, we change the lecturers, hold additional classes, and do whatever it takes to meet their expectations. We were established, as I mentioned earlier, 50 years back, and we have pan-India presence. And of course, our course is very well regarded, not only within the country, but even outside the country. The Institute of Charters and Shipbrokers, in recognition of the quality of our training, exempts our students from 2 of their subjects. NMIS has completely digitized study material. Again, thanks to guidance of Captain Anup Sharma is here. He was the vice chairperson of our Tony Council. We could bother him after he became the CMD, and he was pushing very hard for digitization and IT in the institute. And thanks to his push and his initiative, today I'll just share with you what we have done. So the whole of study material is completely digitized. It's available on to our students by we give them a link and they can access the whole of study materials on their mobile phone or on their laptop from anywhere in the world. That's one. Secondly, what we have done is that we have got a Cisco camera fitted in our classroom in Nariman Point. This camera is connected with a lease line to the Cisco server in Singapore. We also have a CMR software of the Cisco. So through this arrangement, the students who are sitting anywhere in the world, they can watch the classroom live. Not only that, this live classroom teaching, whatever is happening, is all recorded. And students also have the access to the recordings. They also, not only they can see the recording, they can see the recording as per their choice. They don't have to necessarily play the whole 3 years recording. They can play part by part. They want to see load line lecture, they can click the load line presentation and load line lecture will play out. They want to see bill of lading, bill of lecture will play out. So it's their choice. It's 24/7 anywhere in the world they have access to it. We are also working towards online assessment to do away with the subjectivity of correcting the papers and to save paper and time. Our course gives a complete overview of shipping. After completing the course, professionals pursue a career in one or other specialized area of shipping related to shipping or logistics domain. In the mid-career, these professionals also require to shore up their weaknesses and build on their strength. Accordingly, we plan to have, this is again an idea which has come from our governing council. This is, you already are doing a long 2-year course. Why not for the people who are already working in the sector have a mid-career option of doing short specialized courses. So we are working very hard to have structured short courses, specialized courses on say chartering, insurance, logistics, multimodal transportation, or alternate dispute resolution, or port management, whatever is the demand of the industry, we will cater to that. And that is our next target, next plan. Our strength is our lecturers. These guys are not top and top teachers, they are hands-on professionals, top professionals. They travel long distance in the traffic of Mumbai, drive down and come to the institute and take a class. Some of them are here, Captain Swaminathan, any other lecturers, Dr. Saxena. Please, just kindly, sir, you are just kindly stand up. Lecturers, can please stand up. Dr. Swaminathan is the senior most person in India of CMS Egypt, the third largest get in the town. Teaching is a passion for him, and he comes and teaches. You take him to the moon, he'll come and teach there. He has no time to scratch his head, but he never says don't teach. Captain Bhargav is here, he's the head of charting with SR Shipping. He teaches charting. So there is no gap between what they teach in the class and what's happening in the real world. That is the USP of our institute. Before I conclude, let me thank SCI. SCI, as you said earlier, is SCI, the Indian National Ship Owners Association. They are our founding fathers, founding members. They have not left our hands. And I must thank them for giving their classroom in MK Hawaii and also to conduct examination and also to hold the classes, and not to mention this beautiful auditorium they have given to us today. Of course, I must also thank the chairman of our governing council and also the governing council members for their continuous guidance and unstinted support. I would also like to thank the Institute of Marine Engineers for offering their wonderful premises in Navi, Mumbai. And Nafisa Mulumai, I would like to single her out. She will introduce a prize of 1 lakh rupees for the top girl students. She is not very popular with boys because girls are winning all the prizes. Thank you very much. We have 85% of our students are girls, and we want to encourage more and more girls to participate. This slide is also here somewhere, so Satya is also supporting and helping us how to make that vision come true. I would also like to thank the sponsors of other cash awards and medals like SCI, MUI, Loki, Eli Boda, Seahorse Trust, DP World, Krishnapatnam Board, Vista, Sindhya's, Government of Maharashtra, Government of Karnataka, Sun Shipping, Deshamwala's, RS Cooper family, and the families of Dave Shri Venkateeshwaran, Dave Kapsi Singh, and Dave Dr. Hariharan for motivating our students. I would also like to thank the FICCI, Marriott, Mandalka News, Shipping Tribune, Exim, Ashokam for inviting our students in their seminar. And last but not the least, a special thanks to all our body members, our past DC members, our past directors, past teachers, and alumni who have made this institute what we are today. Our vision is to impart world-class commercial shipping training to one and all at an affordable cost. Our mission is to pursue growth in shipping and related logistics, capacity building, in maritime education and training. Our goal is shipping Padhao, shipping Padhao. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Sagi, on the presentation of the Institute's report. I was nervous as such facing this crowd, and mention of the MMD examination made me get goosebumps all over again. The next address, of course, would be by Captain Anup Sharma, CMD SCI. But before that, I would like to request Captain Bhargav to please come up on the stage and introduce Captain Anup Sharma. I'm sure no introduction is required for such a dynamic person, but Captain Bhargav, please.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my honor and a privilege to introduce my ex-boss and a mentor, Captain Anup Sharma. Captain Anup Sharma is the Chairman and Managing Director of the Shipping Corporation of India. Prior to his current appointment, he was the Managing Director of SR Shipping. Captain Sharma is a Master Mariner and holds a Diploma in Marketing Management from Narsi Monji Institute of Management Studies, Mumbai. He is a fellow of Institute of Chartered Shipbrokers, London. Holds a licentiate of the Insurance Institute of India. He has also completed a program in Executive Business Leadership from ISB Hyderabad. Captain Sharma has served the shipping industry for over 34 years at various responsible levels. After passing out from T.S. Rajendra, joined the sea carrier with Shipping Corporation in 1982. And after obtaining his command, he shifted to shore in 1992. He has had varied and enriching experience of approximately 26 years in Shipping Corporation, technical, commercial, purchase, and corporate chartering, thereby elevating himself to a role responsible for formation of strategy and exploration of global business opportunities for various types of vessels under SCI portfolio. Captain Sharma joined SR Shipping as CEO in 2008 and subsequently served on board of SR Shipping for many years. He was elevated to serve as Managing Director of SR Shipping in November 2015. Captain Sharma is highly committed to NMIS. He never missed a meeting as his governing council member and vice chairman. Even today, as CMD, he keeps himself updated about the progress the Institute is making and extend his support and guidance. We are indeed honored to have him here today to preside over the 39th convocation of NMIS. Now I request Captain Sharma to please address the audience. Thank you.
I think Pradeep sitting there has already signaled to me the time is short because he's doing like that. I've taken your cue, Pradeep. I'll make it really, really short. Mr. Rawat, chief guest today, and Chief Felicitation, Captain Sagi, and my fellow director, Mr. K, and other directors of SCI, all my seniors sitting in the audience, young boys and girls who are going to pursue the shipping career. From now on, all who are already in shipping career and trying to enhance it, welcome to SCI and welcome to this convocation function of 39th convocation function of Narottam Raji. As Captain Sati has really taken a good time to explain to you as to what Narottam Raji is all about and how it was founded, because as SCI and INSA are the founder member of Narottam Raji Institute, I am very honored and privileged that I am chairman of SCI and also the president of INSA. Captain Saki has already told you that I have been associated with the institute for a good number of years as governing council member or FNA committee member or the vice chairman. What we tried to do at that time and continue to do now is to ensure that commercial shipping is not there. There are so many institutes for technical and other things, but there's hardly one for commercial. So we've ensured that we will try and give out commercial education in shipping at a reasonable cost to all, and so far we've been able to manage that, and SCI and INSA will always be there to support the institute in whichever way we can. As Captain Saki has already said that we've been giving a grant every year, SCI, and we've been providing our training institute for classes, for exams. We're giving our Delhi office, Mumbai office, or Calcutta office for any work, whatever the institute requires. We want them to start this education all over India wherever possible. Wherever there is a support required, SCI and INSA will always be there to support you. Our officers have been going to institute to teach also. So that's another thing which SCI has been contributing. I request all other company executives also to find time to give back to the profession what they have learned from and try and teach the youngsters of the shipping world, shipping economics, which is very much required in today's world. We've been a great believer of diversity. I've been talking of diversity everywhere now. SCI has 1/4 is of board members as women. So that's something 50%. What SCI has done today is we've nominated one of our lady director to Narottam Raji's governing council to make it more diverse. So I think Sangeeta Sharma is the only governing council member of the lady there. So that's something first we've done. And I would like to request Captain Saki to ensure that we have more women on the governing council so that they add value to your board. The youngsters sitting here, my only request to them is they must follow the C's. They must have conviction, confidence, and if they have the capability, they will make it. That's what shipping requires. My congratulations to all the winners or all the people who passed exam who have topped the list. And I will request them to continue to learn every day. Every day is a learning day. Even we learn, even I learn, even today. So I request you not to stop learning which is to make learning a part of your life. That is what I would urge each student who's here and who's taking the degree today. As the time is short, I would like to thank each one of you for coming to SCI and welcome to SCI once again. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Captain Sharma, for those useful and motivational words for the students and the support extended by SCI to NMIS. The next address would be by our guest of honor, Dr. Felicitation Shetty. He has made sure, despite landing at 400 hours today morning from Davos, despite that, he has made sure that he is amongst us. And it's really a pleasure for us and privilege to have you over here to address us. A vibrant person, a very powerful person, and somebody that we look forward to and draw, say, our energy from, if I may say so. I would like to invite Mr. Vivek Gele on the stage first to give an introduction, which is again not required. Thanks a lot.
Good afternoon, people. It's my such a pleasure and honor to introduce Dr. Felicitation Shetty. Let me also share something more interesting. I also had the honor of working with him for 12 years. So I'm one of the few privileged people here. For more than 2 decades, Mr. Felicitation Shetty has pioneered the Indian logistics sector. As a true entrepreneur, he foresaw formidable strength and bright future the sector holds in India and worldwide early on. When the logistics sector was at a nascent stage in 1993, he founded All Cargo Logistics, which today enjoys status of India's largest integrated logistics company in the private sector. In less than a decade, Mr. Shetty spearheaded 10 key global acquisitions, and All Cargo now operates in over 160 countries with 300 plus offices and facilities which are industry benchmarks and notched up revenues of about $1 billion. Mr. Shetty believes in perseverance and determination to maintain high standards of quality, impeccable execution, and customer satisfaction, and has positioned All Cargo Logistics as one of the most professionally managed and process-driven organizations. His recent achievements are the prestigious Lifetime Contribution of Freight Award, the highest civilian award, Distinction of Commander of the Order of Leopold by His Majesty King Philip of Belgium in 2015, Honorary Doctorate by Mangalore University, the Entrepreneur of the Year in the Service category by Ernst & Young, and of course the Honorary Fellowship of NMIS in 2016. Mr. Shetty is a staunch believer of creating sustainable business environment. Leads the initiative of Avasha Foundation, the group's NGO wing that is involved in natural disaster, relief, education, healthcare, women empowerment, sports and environmental sustainability. Nipun, a skill development program run by Avasha Foundation, imparts skills in fields of logistics to underprivileged youngsters. Mr. Shetty is a sports enthusiast, an avid golfer, and art connoisseur. We are extremely privileged to have a self-made entrepreneur who has established his footprints not only in India, but across the globe as our guest of honor. Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's give a thundering applause to Mr. Shetty.
The dignitaries on the dais, Mr. Rawat, Mr. Sharma, Mr. Saki, Mr. Kher, my fellow friends, my seniors, ladies, all the young people here. Thank you very much, Vivek, for the wonderful introduction. I think it is a bit embarrassing to go through that list, but it's been a privilege for me to be here today. For me personally, it's a great moment of pride and honor to be standing in front of such august gathering here of the shipping and logistics fraternity. And I would like to say a few words about how I think about the whole thing. As we all know that India is at a stage where we all are hoping and expecting a transformation in the country's governance and the country's trade and economics. I think shipping and logistics is, as all of you know, is going to play a very, very vital role. One of the greatest challenges that we face in our industry today is about a more and more professional talent, management, and people who make this industry even more proud, not only in India, across the world, and we have the potential to do that. And I think Narendra Modi Institute stands in the middle of such a remarkable transformation, where I think the responsibility of all of us is to contribute to bring more and more students, make shipping and logistics as one of the most familiar subjects in the country, not only to serve the Indian trade, also to trade international trade, because the Indian workforce is every seventh person in the world is going to be Indian. So I think we have a huge opportunity to provide the workforce and provide the professionalism in the international trade across the world. I think for us to do that, one of the most important things is we need to make Narendra Modi Institute more and more popular, and also to help Narendra Modi Institution to market itself more in front of students, so that people get more familiar with such an institution which is existing in a time like this, where, as I mentioned, India is going to grow tremendously, and India needs young people like the guy standing here and the one who's going to get the certificates today, to bring that kind of energy into the industry. And for that, I think one of the bold step, or not the bold step, one of the logical steps that the institution is taking is also to include logistics as the subject for the future students who are going to come here. We understand perfectly well that this institution has been started by INSA and Shipping Corporation of India and the great Mrs. Sumati Moraji. I think the world has changed, and the institution also will need to cope up with that. And no longer people look at only shipping as a service. People look at shipping and logistics as a service for the international trade. So everybody looks for end-to-end services, and I think that's the kind of an opportunity that is there today. And I think it's for industry, we must come together. We spend a lot of our time in association matters. Having multiple associations within the logistic industry. We have INSA, we have BCHA, we have Freight Forward Association, we have AMTOY, we have many such associations, which is very important, which is good to have. I think we need to spend a lot more time in an institution like this, which I think will help far more and bring a lot more value to our time that we spend in outside our business activities. So, these are some of the observations that I thought I must put across to the gathering here. And as far as I am concerned, I am extremely pleased to participate, and may not be so much in my time because I keep very tight schedule. But I will be more than happy to have people like Umesh and people like we have so many other professionals in the organization. I can kind of help to provide the faculty the knowledge that may be required, and obviously we can give scholarships, and we can participate a lot more as all cargo to help this institution to grow. We did discuss about that, Captain Sagi, but unfortunately we were not able to take that forward. And I definitely would like to start the scholarship program commencing this year or maybe next year. Whatever the right time you think we can discuss it and come to some kind of conclusion about that. Lastly, I think we need to be more and more focused to make this organization, I don't know what other way by which we could popularize it and market it and help bring more students. I think that's the most important thing, build a scale of this institution. I think that's my primary suggestion. So with this few suggestions, I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks and appreciation for giving me the privilege to be here today. And I was unfortunately not available at the time when you gave me the honorary congregation, and I'm extremely grateful for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Shetty, on the thoughts of getting support from the other associations also of the shipping industry to support NMIS. And also thanks for the prospects of the scholarship that you were mentioning as well. To take the session forward, we would like to go ahead with the contributions that have been made, to recognize the contributions that have been made to NMIS by various organizations. Captain Sangeet's address was also mentioning with regards to all the organizations which have contributed in terms of sponsoring of the candidates and various prizes that was also there. Plus, you also recognize the teachers who are there, who are also contributing in terms of the NMIS. To take this forward, I would like to first start off the proceedings of facilitating or felicitating the contributors. The first would be Captain Dhananjay Parulekar, and I would request our chairman, Sri Kher, to felicitate Captain Dhananjay Parulekar for the same. A brief introduction of Dhananjay Parulekar would be that he started his career by sailing since the year 1990 in various ranks, starting from apprentice to master mariner on various kind of ships. He sailed for about 14 years, and at the same time he has done the last 12 years of his career ashore in various shipping related activities. He is currently working with the esteemed Pare Group agency in the projects division as a general manager, and he has been associated with NMIS as a faculty for the last 2 years. In recognition of his services to NMIS, the governing council of NMIS has decided to felicitate him with Distinguished Academic Contributor Award. Captain Dhananjay. The next one would be Sri Suhas Kajrolkar for again to contribute towards the NMIS. Mr. Suhas Kajrolkar has 20 years of maritime experience with Shipping Corporation of India. He has worked in various capacities and in different divisions such as the LNPS, T&OS division, and gaining vast exposure and experience in various shipping sectors. He has extensive experience in acquisition of various type of vessels. Presently, he is working as a general manager for the tanker commercial division, handling the commercial operations of crude oil tankers of SCI, engaged in import trade, cross trades, and the coastal trade. He is a mechanical graduate with MBA in finance, and that for sure is a very potent combination. He is also a member of ICS London. Mr. Suhas has been associated again with NMIS for the last 3 years, and in recognition of his services to NMIS, the Governing Council of NMIS has decided to felicitate Mr. Suhas for his distinguished academic. Mr. Khushro Khambara to please come up on the stage representing DL Shah Trust. The DL Shah Trust for the distinguished financial support for the deserving students of NMIS has been supporting us for the last, or let's say for 20 NMIS students by paying half of their fees for the last 4 years. And I would request Mr. S.V.K., Chairman NMIS, to felicitate Mr. Khushro Khambara for DL Shah Trust for their distinguished financial support. Now I would request Mr. Nambia to please come up on stage, who would be representing the Seahorse Trust on behalf of Captain Avinash and Captain Somesh Batra. This trust is supporting 10 NMIS students by paying half of their fees in perpetuity. The income is generated from the interest on rupees 20 lakhs, which has been donated by the trust to NMIS. And I would request Mr. C.R. Nambia to please come up on stage, and Mr. K, Chairman NMIS, to present a memento to Seahorse Trust of Captain Avinash and Captain Somesh Batra for their distinguished financial support. I would request a representative from Mr. Mullaboy and Sons, Mrs. Mullaboy and Sons, Ms. Nafisa Mullaboy, to please come up on stage. And A.S. Mullaboy and Sons has promised this award totaling to 1 lakh rupees every year, at least for the next 5 years. I would request Mr. K, Chairman NMIS, to present a memento to Messrs. A.S. Mullaboy and Sons for the substantial financial award to the top girl students in the first and second category. I would like to request now Dr. Shubda Kher to please come up on the stage, President of the Trust of Prerna Charitable Trust. And I would request Captain Sagi, Director NMIS, to present a memento to Dr. Shubda Kher of Prerna Charitable Trust, founded by the wives of executives of SCI, for the distinguished financial support for the girl students of NMIS. This trust is supporting 3 deserving girl students of NMIS by paying half of their fees. I would also request a representative from Jagdir Boda Charitable Trust, Mr. Rohit Atul Boda, to please come up on stage. And I request our chairman, Shri S.V. Kher, to present a memento to Mr. Rohit Atul Boda. And this is a memento presented to Jagdir Boda Charitable Trust for the distinguished financial support to deserving students of NMIS. This trust is supporting 4 NMIS students by paying half of their fees in perpetuity. The income is generated from the interest of rupees 11 lakhs donated by the trust to NMIS. Now I would like to request a representative from DP World, Mr. Rizwan Sumer, or Mr. Bosco De Silva from DP World. I will request our chairman, Mr. Kher, to present a memento to DP World for their distinguished financial support to the deserving girl students of NMIS. The Dubai Ports World, DP World, is supporting 10 NMIS girl students by paying half of their fees. I would now like to request Mr. Johnson Martins on behalf of Krishnapatnam Port to please come up on the stage, please. And I would request our chairman, Mr. K, to present a memento to Krishnapatnam Port Company Limited for their distinguished financial support to deserving students of NMIS. Krishnapatnam Port is supporting 10 NMIS students by paying half of their fees currently. Now I would request Shri Amar Singh Thakur, General Secretary of Maritime Union of India, to please come up on the stage, please. And I would request our Chairman, Mr. Keir, to present a memento to the Maritime Union of India for their distinguished financial support to the deserving students of NMIS. Thank you, Mr. Thakur. He is the General Secretary of the Maritime Union of India. The next one would be Representative Mr. Abdul Ghani Seran, General Secretary of National Union of Seafarers of India, NUSI. And I would request Mr. Keir, Chairman NMIS, to present a memento to Mr. Ghani for the distinguished financial support for the deserving students of NMIS. NUSI is currently supporting 10 NMIS students, including 4 girl students, by paying half of their fees. Thank you, Mr. Ghani. After we have completed now with the felicitation for the various organizations and the persons who are contributing to the NMIS, we would like to take it forward where we are going to felicitate 3 distinguished dignitaries with honorary fellowship of NMIS. I would like to invite our governing council members, Captain Pradeep Korea, to please come up on the stage. Okay, I would like to invite, in place of Captain Pradeep Korea, Captain Mukesh Gautama, please, to please come up on the stage and present a bouquet to Captain Vivek Singh Anand, and please escort him on the dais. Request Captain Anand to please stay on stage while I just give a short introduction about yourself. Captain Anand is currently the President and of MANSA and the Director with NYK Line in India, heading all India operations for container, car carrier and brake bulk. His current portfolio also includes setting up of the energy division of NYK in India. In addition, he leads the multi-business projects team for identifying investments in ICDs and CFSs, besides representing NYK Bulk and the Projects Division. He was the winner of All India Dynamic Logistics Professional of the Year in 2014, an award for excellence in maritime and logistics sector. He has been representing the shipping and logistics fraternity on 9 national forums and actively involved in contributing towards the policy making and resolving bureaucracy, or let's say bureaucratic tangles that are very much prevalent in the shipping industry. Captain Anand has authored the 3 white papers for the maritime sector, which detail the requirement for establishing a national authority for policy, decision and reforms. That is the think tank for maritime sector, master plan for the development of ports and terminals and the ease of doing business. The Ministry of Shipping and the Prime Minister's Office has taken cognizance of the document of ease of doing business and has taken a lot of suggestion in implementation. In 2015, he was also instrumental in organizing a conference for antitrust, or let's say the competition law and anti-bribery laws. It was Captain Anand's brainchild to formulate the most popular Mansa Star Award. Further, he has been extensively approached by the media for commenting on policies and trade-related issues. In the recent past, he has also been advising several national and international investment banks he is a master, he's got a master's in, let's say, marine navigation. He's a member of the Royal Institute for Navigators and a fellow of the Indian Council of Arbitration. In recognition of his contribution to the Indian maritime fraternity in the field of shipping and logistics, the Governing Council of NMIS has unanimously decided to confer upon him the Honorary Fellowship of NMIS. I would request our chief guest, Mr. Rawat, to present Captain Vivek S. Anand with the Honorary Fellowship Certificate and Memento on behalf of NMIS. Thank you. The next dignitary which I would like to request to be present on the stage would be Mr. Suresh Parikh. I would like to request Dr. B.K. Saxena, the Governing Council member, to please escort Mr. Parikh on stage and also present him with a bouquet of flowers. Mr. Suresh Parikh, a microbiologist by education. He joined the family business at the age of 19 years in the year 1974. Now don't start calculating the age. Mr. Parikh has been involved in shipping agencies, forwarding, NVOCC, container freight station, warehousing, owning of bulkers, and also with the hospitality industry. Currently, he is focused on Polestar Maritime Limited, which is in the business of ownership, operations and management of a fleet of 16 harbour tugs under the Indian flag. He is a great admirer of stalwarts such as Sri Narottam Moraji, Sri Walchand Hirajan, Sri Vasantbhai and Kanubai Seth, Mr. C.P. Srivastava, who made Indian shipping proud. For all new professionals, Mr. Parikh recommends to read about the Indian stalwarts as well as Mr. Onassis of Greece, Mr. Tung of Hong Kong, Mr. A.P. Moller of Denmark, Captain Aponte of Switzerland, and many others who made their mark in international shipping. He is an avid reader with a personal library of more than 300 books on varying subjects. Mr. Parikh has the following simple concept of life. Key to success in shipping is to understand and adapt to global developments in the industry. There is a huge opportunity for professionals who wish to enter the industry. There is enough scope for professionals and businessmen to earn decently with ethical practices. You only need to work hard, updated knowledge, and have a positive approach towards work. He believes in focusing on own concepts and product management rather than on the competition. For a focused person, it's possible to succeed in any industry even without past experience. Controlling excessive debts and expanding or seeking remuneration without justification are important key to long-term success. In simple words, mixture of knowledge, hard work, dedication, updating knowledge and relationship with business associate, and enjoying genuinely with good care of health and family in the right mix is the simplest way to grow in life and career. In contribution and recognition to the Indian maritime fraternity in the field of shipping and logistics, the Governing Council of NMIS has unanimously decided to confer upon him the Honorary Fellowship of Narottam Moraji Institute of Shipping. And I would request our Chief Guest, Mr. Rawat, to confer to Mr. Suresh Parekh the Fellowship, Honorary Fellowship of NMIS. Parekh, we would like to have a few tips at a later stage on having the right mix between balancing work and the family from you. Now, I would request Dr. Sunny Pariyaran to please escort Shri Atul Boda on the stage and greet him with a bouquet of flowers. Shri Atul Boda, belonging to the J.B. Boda group of companies, which was established in 1943. Their name is synonymous with survey and insurance in India and the entire Indian shipping fraternity. Shri Atul Boda has more than 30 years of experience in insurance and the reinsurance industry for specialized classes of business. In addition, he has experience in export credit, financial liability and the other classes. Mr. Boda is a group chairman of all the J.B. Boda group of companies in India and in Singapore, London, Kenya, Dubai, Bangladesh and Nepal. In recognition of the contribution to the Indian maritime fraternity in the field of marine insurance and, let's say, survey, the Governing Council of NMIS has unanimously decided to confer upon Mr. Atul Boda the Honorary Fellowship of NMIS. I would request our Chief Guest to present the Honorary Fellowship Certificate and memento to Mr. Atul Boda. The next session would be regarding the felicitation of the two distinguished dignitaries for the Lifetime Achievement Awards. I would like to request Director NMIS, Captain Sagi, to please welcome on the dais Captain P.S. Barve. And I would like to request Captain Sagi to introduce Captain P.S. Barve.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Burway, he requires no introduction, at least amongst the mariners. After passing out from Dufferin in 1950, he worked for over a decade with India Steam Navigation before joining DG Shipping as nautical surveyor. He worked in various ascending capacities in the office from 1961 to 1991, such as surveyor in charge, deputy nautical advisor, principal officer, and reaching the pinnacle as nautical advisor to the government of India. This is the highest position a master mariner can reach in the government hierarchy. During his service with the Ministry of Shipping, he was deputed as first Secretary Shipping with High Commission in London and represented India in international maritime organization. He had also a brief stint with Shipping Corporation of India. After his retirement in 1991, he worked as a quality consultant with SR for about 3 years. Thereafter, throughout he has been associated with Tulani Maritime Institute as a course coordinator and dean from 1995 till this date. There are numerous achievements to his name. The salient amongst them are he chaired the committee for the combined pilotage issue in Mumbai and JP port. He supervised the development of training ship Chanakya. He also developed the structured shipboard training program for dignitaries. He worked as a consultant to IMO in Bangladesh, Kazakhstan, North Korea, Mongolia, Singapore, Malaysia, China, Kenya, Philippines, to name a few. He is a fellow of the Company of Master Mariners and Nautical Institute and a member of the Institute of Marine Technologies. The Governing Council of Narottam Baraji Institute of Shipping in recognition of his distinguished, outstanding and sustained contribution to the maritime industry spanning over the last 6 decades has decided to confer upon him the Lifetime Achievement Award of Narottam Baraji Institute of Shipping. Would I request the Chairperson and the Board to kindly honor him.
I would now request Mr. Umesh Grover from NMIS to escort Sri Arvind Parikh, who would be the next recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award. And I would request Mr. Umesh Grover.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, I feel very humbled to be above standing and addressing stalwarts, the mentors, gurus and guides like Captain Anand, Mr. Arvind Parikh. I'm on a height over here and I feel humbled. I have Mr. Satcher, I have Dr. Manjeshwar, Dr. Barve. Today they say, the children are growing taller and taller and the parents are shorter, so they look down upon the parents. They don't look down, but they have to. When they rise down, so I'm just doing that, sir. Talking about Sri Arvind Parikh, legendary. There are two very senior gentlemen here, both above 90. Captain Anand, who will turn 96 on 4th of March, and Arvind Bhai Parekh, who will be 91 this year. Just going back to, he graduated in economics from BA Honours from Elphinstone College, and he learned classical music on sitar from Ustad Vilayat Khan, India's greatest exponent of sitar. He started his career in Keynote, a British company which is established in 1948. He built up this company into a national organization with 50 offices, 35 cities, and 1,300 professionals strong, providing integrated, comprehensive logistics services in international air, ocean trade, custom brokerage, warehousing and distribution, value-added services, shipping agency, port handling, bulk cargo, project forwarding and logistics. This is what our guest of honor, Dr. Shajikiran Shetty mentioned, that this is the future, and he saw this future 50, 60 years back, and India is marching ahead towards this particular goal. He was one of the founding members of almost every national association of the logistics industry. He served as president of FFAI, that is BACHA, ACAI and TAAI, and vice chairman of Air Transport Committee, ICC Paris. Founded Intermodal Club to promote the cause of multimodal in India, which culminated into the formation of NMIS, to which he served as the honorary secretary. He was elected president of International Federation of Freight Forward Association, was first non-European to be so elected. He is regarded as a visionary and father figure of the industry. Now I will address him as Pandit Arvind Parekh, both Pandit of music and logistics industry. The senior most disciple of Vilayat Khan is a top-ranking sitar player of India. He has performed sitar recitals all over the world and India over the last 55 years. He is coordinated the All India Musicians Group, appointed Vice President of the International Music Council, UNESCO from 1994 to 7. And Pandit Arvind Bhai Parekh, one award which is missed out here is also which I'll add. One is Gaurav Puraskar by Gujarat State Sangeet Natak Academy in 1978. Prestigious National Award by Sangeet Natak Academy by President of India in 2003. Recipient of Kumar Gandharva Rashtriya Samman Award. Recipient honored with the award of Academy Ratna and highest fellowship award by Sangeet Natak Academy. This was on 18th of January this year. He was also awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award by Maritime Gateway in 2016. In this Republic Day 2018, he was already a Padma Shri and he was awarded Padma Bhushan by the President of India. January by the Academy, 26th January by President of India, and we at Navratna Murali are privileged to honor him today with the Lifetime Achievement Award. The Governing Council of NMIS, in its recognition of distinguished, outstanding and sustained contribution to the maritime industry of over the last 7 decades, has decided to confer upon him Lifetime Achievement Award for NMIS. Ladies and gentlemen, can I request you to give a standing ovation? And may I request
would like to take forward the next session with the distribution of the prizes and the award of certificates. And I would like to start with the names of the candidates who could, I would request them to please come up on the dais, and I would request our chief guest Mr. Rawat to present the prizes to the awardees. First, I would like to request Mr. Satkar Singh Baweja And the awards that would be given, Mr. Satkar Singh Baweja, please. The award that would be given, Mr. Rawat, he is not here, he is absent. The awards that would be given to him would be late Mrs. June Rusi Cooper, gold medal for standing first in the combined examinations of fellowship and PG diploma in shipping in the final year. Sir Dr. C.P. Srivastava Memorial Silver Medal and cash prize instituted by the Shipping Corporation of India for standing first in combined examinations of fellowship and PG diploma in shipping management in the final year. Mr. Baweja has also won the Mahendra K. Reshamwala Memorial Cash Prize for standing first in the final year. Dr. Late K.V. Hariharan Memorial Cash Prize for standing first in the final year examination. Again, Dr. Late K.V. Hariharan, gold medal instituted by NMIS for standing first in the combined examination of fellowship and PG diploma in shipping for the final year. Krishnapatnam Port Company Limited, cash prize for standing first in the final year examination, and of course last but not the least, the PG diploma in shipping management certificate, which is from the NMIS. We would like to, though he is not present over here, we would definitely like to give him a big hand. I would like to invite now Mr. Kaushik Kota on stage, please. The prizes that would be given would be from Sunrich Group of shipping companies, gold medal for standing first in combined examinations of associate and postgraduate diploma in shipping management for the first year. NMIS cash prize instituted by Scindia Steam Navigation Company for standing first in the combined examinations of associate ship and postgraduate diploma in the ship management first year. The Yogendra K. Reshamwala Memorial Cash Prize for standing first in the first year examination, and the Ravindra K. Reshamwala Memorial Cash Prize for standing first in economics of sea transport subject. The Maritime Union of India Cash Prize for standing first in economics of sea transport subject. Mr. Kaushik Kota. I would like to invite Ms. Vinita Vijay Gavander on stage, please. The prizes are A.S. Muluboy and Sons cash prize for lady students standing first in the final year examination, Women's International Shipping and Trade Association certificate cash prize, and also Vista membership for female students for standing first in the final year examination. The DP World Prize cash prize for standing first in liner trade and multimodal transport subject, and the PG DSM certificate from NMIS. Ms. Vinita Vijay Gavander. I would like to invite Ms. Tessie Sofia Rodriguez on stage, please. The prizes are A.S. Muluboy and Sons cash prize for lady students standing first in the final year examination. Vista certificate cash prize and also free Vista membership for female students for standing first in the final year examination. DP World cash prize for standing third in liner trade and multimodal transport subject, and the PG DSM certificate of NMIS. Ms. Tessie Sophia Rodriguez. I would like to now invite Ms. Natasha Surinder Silopal. The prizes that are there are the A.S. Muluboy and Sons cash prize for lady students for standing first in the first year examination. The Vista certificate cash prize and also free Vista membership for female students for standing first in the first year examination. Yogendra K. Reshamwala Memorial Cash Prize for standing first in the first year examination. Ravindra K. Reshamwala Memorial Prize for standing cash prize for standing first in the commercial shipping law subject. the Maritime Union of India cash prize for standing first in commercial and shipping law subject. Late Shri S. Venkateshwaran, Venki, whom we call him lovably, Senior Advocate, Memorial Cash Prize for standing first in commercial and shipping law subject. Ms. Natasha Surinder Sailopal. I would like to now invite Ms. Kanchan Madhukar Hange. She has won the A.S. Muluboy and Sons cash prize for lady students for standing second in the second year. The DP World cash prize. The DP World cash prize for standing first in liner train and multimodal transport subject, and the PG DSM certificate of NMIS. Ms. Kanchan Madhukar Hange. I would now like to invite Ms. Priyanka Kamlakar Tanpure on the stage, please. She has won the prize for A.S. Muluboy and Sons cash prize for lady students standing second in the final year examination. The next would be Ms. Shraddha Arun Bodge, and she has won the A.S. Muluboy and Sons cash prize for lady students standing third in the final year examination and the PG DSM certificate. I would like to now invite Ms. Jayashree Ashwin Dadwal, and she has won the A.S. Muluboy and Sons cash prize for lady students standing third in the first year examination. I would now like to invite Ms. Shushmita Suresh Naik. She has won the Kanoji Angre Memorial Cash Prize for Best Paper on Law of Sea Transport. Late Shri S. Venkateshwaran, Senior Advocate, Memorial Cash Prize for standing first in Law of Sea Transport subject. The Maritime Union of India Cash Prize for standing first in Law of Sea Transport subject, and the Ravindra K. Reshamwala Memorial Prize for standing first in Law of Sea Transport subject, and the PG DSM certificate from NMIS. Everything happens for a reason. The delay in the
earlier, and now she came, so we had to.
The delay in the certificate arrival actually gave you 2 times applauses. I would like to now invite Mr. Dhananjay Bala Ramanathan. And Dhananjay has won the Karnataka Government Cash Prize for presenting the best paper on liner trade and multimodal transportation. He has also won the Srimati Sumati Bain Morarji Memorial Cash Prize for presenting the best paper on chartering. The Ravindra K. Reshamwala Memorial Cash Prize, 2 prizes for standing first in liner trade and multimodal transport and the chartering subjects. The Maritime Union of India Cash Prize, 2 prizes for standing first in liner trade and multimodal and chartering subjects. The Captain Avinash and Captain Somesh Batrash Cash Prize for standing first in liner trade and multimodal transport subject, and the fellowship certificate from Narottam Moraji Institute of Shipping. Mr. Dhananjay Balaraman. I would now like to request Commodore Sanjay Dikuna to please come up on the stage, and he has won the Krishnapatnam Port Company Limited cash prize for standing third in the final year examination. Shri Sumati Ben Murati Memorial Cash Prize for presenting the best paper on charting. Ravindra K. Reshamwala Memorial Cash Prize for standing first in charting subject. Maritime Union of India Cash Prize for standing first in charting subject, and the PG DSM certificates from NMIS.
Naval officer ready to the Naval Academy.
I would like to now request Mr. Bimal Saran Yadav to please come up on the stage, please. He is also absent today, but he has won the Mahendra K. Reshamwala Memorial Cash Prize for standing second in the final year examination, the Krishnapatnam Port Company Limited Cash Prize for standing second in final year examination, Mrs. R.S. Cooper Memorial Cash Prize for presenting the best paper on shipping economics and shipping finance, Ravindra K. Reshamwala Memorial Cash Prize for standing first in shipping economics and shipping finance subject, the Maritime Union of India Cash Prizes for standing first in shipping economics and shipping finance subject, and the PG DSM certificate of NMIS. A big hand for Mr. Bimal Saran Yadav. I would request Mr. Rawat to please have a seat. I'm sorry to keep you waiting for so long. Standing. I would like to now request our guest of honor, Mr. Dr. Felicitation Shetty. I would like to invite now Mr. Royston Paul Mascarenhas on the stage, please. Royston has actually won the Ravindra K. Reshamwala Memorial Cash Prize for standing first in risk management and marine insurance. He has won the Maritime Union of India Cash Prize for standing first in risk management and marine insurance subject. Captain Amulya Kumar Singh Memorial Cash Prize for standing first in risk management and marine insurance subject. Jagdir Boda Charitable Trust Cash Prize for standing first in risk management and marine insurance subject, and the PG DSM certificate of NMIS. Mr. Royston Paul Mascarenhas. And I would also say one of the most well-behaved kid in the class. I would like to now invite Ms. Neelam Prabhakar Korgaonkar on the stage, please. Neelam has won the DP World Cash Prize for standing, let's say, second in the liner trade and multimodal transport subject, and she has also won the PGDSM certificate from NMIS. Ms. Neelam Prabhakar Korgaonkar. I would now like to invite Mr. Drupad Harish Thakkar. Drupad has actually won the Ravindra K. Reshamwala Memorial Cash Prize for standing first in Geography of Sea Transport subject. He has also won the Maritime Union of India Cash Prize for standing first in Geography of Sea Transport subject. I would now like to invite Mr. Sanket Shantaram Kale on stage, please. Sanket has won the Ravindra K. Reshamwala Memorial Cash Prize for standing first in current shipping environment subject, and the Maritime Union of India Cash Prize for standing first in current shipping environment subject. Last of the awards, I would like to now invite Ms. Afreen Khan on the stage, please, who has won the Ravindra K. Reshamwala Memorial Cash Prize for standing first in shipping practice subject, and the Maritime Union of India Cash Prize for standing first in shipping practice. I would request Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Now I would like to request CMD SCI, Captain Anup Kumar Sharma, to please distribute the certificates for the other candidates as well. I would like to move it a little bit faster because we are running a bit short of time, and I would request all the candidates to please come up on the stage and collect the certificates. Mr. Mohite Amol Chandrakant, Associate Ship Certificate. Next would be Ms. Desai Sneha Sadan. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep the claps continuing. I would like to invite Mr. Yogesh Vilas Rajpute for the Fellowship Certificate. Mr. Rufus D'Souza for the Fellowship Certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, you can keep the class continuing. You see a total of 74 candidates who will be getting. So I would request part by part, make sure so that the hands don't take at the same time. Mr. Sandeep Kumar Ujriyal, Chaurasia. I will request Mr. Sushant Sudhir Hedekar. Mr. Vikesh Sridhar Hegde. Ms. Jyoti Kumari Nayak. Mr. Chandan Gokarnath Tiwari. Mrs. Anupama Sandeep Wangre. Mr. Suresh Kundapur. Mr. Prateek S. Hope. Mr. Ajit Prabhakar Gokhale. Mr. Govinda Chandra Das. Mr. Nitin Shivram Kadam. Mr. Nikhil Sridhar Koyate. Mr. Nirav Mitesh Thakkar. And Nirav, this goes into Facebook today evening. Mr. Kamal Kumar Chawla. Ms. Trupti Dilip Doke. Ms. Trupti Dilip Doke. Ms. Meenal Ravishyamani Tripathi. Mr. Omkar Uttam Jadhav. Mr. Clinton Gomes. Mr. Firdaus Hasan Khan. Mr. Yogesh Baban Shivnekar. Ms. Mr. Yogesh Yogesh Baban Shivnekar, Mr. Umesh Babu Suryavanshi, Mr. Tejas Rajendra Gadge, request at least the students of NMIS to keep the decibels level going up, please. Mr. Yogeshwar Govardhan Chauhan, Mr. Dean Matthew Fernandez, Mr. Anthony James, Tanmay Ulhas Chapekar, Neeraj Suresh Patari, Tijo Jose Chaliseri, Nika Ganpat Potre, Vinayak Harshad Nalichania, Ashwini Sri Ranjita, Narayanan Subramanian, Shaunak Kakaram Gokhale, Samida Nitin Shede, Roshira Madan, Adarsh Suresh Amal, Saili Vaidya, Aniket Vijay Mazgaonkar, Punita Padmakant Mishra, Purnay Gadikar, Captain Sharma, and really appreciate for the long, let's say, distribution list of the certificates. Captain, I would request Mr. Kales to also please distribute the certificates. And I would like to request now Captain Puran Chand Meena to please come up on the stage. Mr. Praveen Singh, Girish Makwana. Mr. Mayur Girish Makwana. Mr. Davikar Singh. Sandeep Pandurang Chote. Ankita Suresh Karbutkar. Aniket Ganesh Khadiye. Rosalia Chettiar. Rosalia Chettiar. Prit Damji Nanda. Prit Damji Nanda. Ashutosh Rajkumar Singh. Ashutosh Rajkumar Singh. Arzan Yazdi Satta. Saket Dayani. Avanti Ishwarlal Prajapati. Vinod Ankush Kadam. Nitin Shankar Kadlapalli. Jagannath Malik. Santosh Kumar Sahu. Gautam Pal. Vivek Binoy Dhar. Praveen Kana Balashira. Praveen Kana Balashra. Kashyap Praveen Bhai Rawal. Dinesh Narayandas Raghani. Mr. Chittareddy Chandrasekhar. Mohammad Shakil Pathan. Abdul Karim Sheikh. Ajaz Khan. Ajaz Khan. Mohammad Hussain Taj. Rahul Kumar. Mr. Royan Mendes. Janav
Janardhan Rao Pulla. And Swati Chanoria.
Thank you, Mr. K. Thank you, Captain Sadi. We are finished with the distribution of the prizes as well as the certificates. And I would now like to request our chief guest, Mr. Pradeep Rao, to address the gathering.
Dignitaries on the dais, captains of the industry, students, Narottam Morality is an exemplary institute. And the excellence which it has created in its educational standards sets an example before our other institutes. I think the givers from the maritime industry have come together to make it a success. Because all those people who are in the governing council, the donors, the teachers, they're truly the givers. And we need many, many such institutes. Because when, for the first time in India, we are aspiring to be a maritime nation. As I say, we have this coastline since geological times. But unfortunately, we never thought in a big way. Nor in our recent history, though in ancient history, the Chola example, the maritime empire, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj tried to build a navy. But though, see the irony, India was conquered by a maritime nation through sea. Yet we never truly learned that lesson from the history, nor we learned it from the Southeast Asian success stories, starting from Japan and the big success story of China. They are all because of port-led development. They are where they are now. But now India also has a policy, a vision, an aspiration. And fortunately, through institutions like Narottam Morality, we have a global presence. Not only the seafarers, but all the captains of industry who are local here. So many people. So we have that rich capital of expertise, experience, which can guide us to solve our problems. Now, as an education institute, I would like to place my experience in my early years when I was a young man. I wandered through India. In the 80s, I went around the world to look at why we are where we are, and why the world is moving far ahead of us. And I will try to sum it up into a formula of success. E square O, where the first E stands for exploration, the inquisitiveness, the curiosity, the power of mind. And here is the best example that the two greatest ideas in the history of science, one of them has come through the maritime voyage. HMS Beagle, Charles Darwin, said 1831, his was a voyage of exploration. Those 5 years he was at sea. That gave us the theory of evolution through natural selection. So this is what is exploration. And we need institutes which will develop that kind of depth. The way, the tools they develop for learning, where this natural curiosity is sharpened into powerful minds which will take up various challenges. They will solve all kind of puzzles, because what is education about? To look at things not as miracles but as mysteries to be solved. Because with miracles it is a full stop. Oh, Bhagwan ka hai, Bhagwan ne kiya hoga. The moment you say it's a mystery, there is an assignment for you as a student to solve it. So this is what is about exploration. The next E is entrepreneurship. I am not narrowly defining it in a business term, but anything to do with a problem to solution, the solution finders. An attitude, if there is an obstacle, somebody sees this as an opportunity. That, I think, is very important. We need people, and we need to nurture that kind of spirit of solution providers who can create products of anything, of ideas too. And the third, the O, the E square O, is organization. You will see that only those societies or organizations whose lowest common denominator is high, I will explain, they are most successful. If you take any chain and it has rings of various strengths, so what is the cumulative strength of that chain? The answer is the strength of the weakest link. So you can have somebody as a genius as the head of the organization, but if the whole organization of various strengths and the cumulative strength becomes weak, it will not be successful. I will give you an example. Napoleon is considered as one of the greatest grand strategists in military history. Not Wellington, but Wellington won the day. It was because of the quality of the British soldiers. And as they say, they came from best schools, like yours. It was the schools where the discipline of the soldiers decided the fate of Waterloo. So he is the highest common denominator. We have some people like them. But to succeed, we need people who can create that kind of organization, who have the courage. In 1994,
I went to US and Ford CEO had a poster behind his chair, can we beat Toyota? So that kind of spirit, that kind of challenge if we can bring in ourselves. So education is not about honing our individual skills, but how can we create that truly organizational skills in them? Because particularly shipping is all about the success of the organization on the ship or offshore. It's a very critical kind of organization, and therefore I think that if we can truly bring these three aspects of success in our education, then we can think about why we should wonder that a society, a nation of 120 crores has no Nobel Prizes, has no Olympic medals. Why it is so? It's such a huge society, but it's shallow. What we need is to create that depth, and one of the depth is to create that depth through education. We look at the success stories of other societies, how they have moved far away. Look at Japan, what it had. In 1980s when I went to Japan first, when I देखा it, see the size, look at what kind of natural resources they have. Not much to talk about. In fact, nothing. Cultivable land, what you just name it, all those kind of factors of material products which you need to move ahead, they had only one resource, that is the human resource. With that one human resource, they brought the wealth of the whole world to themselves. It is those purposes. So if we try to think that the best resource is available to us like Honorary, and if we look only then can we talk about that, we dream about it, that we are the youngest nation at this moment of history. Yes, it can be a dividend, but it can also be a disaster. If they are not truly educated, and that's the biggest challenge I think. Now the most important thing is, in education, what we truly do is to bridge that gap between potential and performance. Otherwise, हम सब लोग कहते हैं हमारा लड़का लड़की बहुत होनहार है, इसमें इतना सुप्त गुण है, तो करना क्या है उस सुप्त गुण का? So that potential, for decades we were saying that India has the potential, but that why that potential remains where it is. I think it is what India's backwardness I term always as policy-induced backwardness. The success of the first generation immigrants all over the world, in all walks of life. वो हमारे डायमंड के ट्रेडर देखो यूरोप में बैठे हुए काठियावाड़ के, सबको हटा दिया उन्होंने. Take any field, Africa में जाओ, Southeast Asia में जाओ, America, go everywhere to Europe. So this first generation immigrants, if you compare them with us, हम एक ही स्कूल में गए थे, we went to the same school. हम नरोत्तम मोरारजी में गए, हम यहाँ रह गए और एक दूसरा आगे चले गया, अमेरिका में गए, कहीं और गया, तो और वहाँ पर पर कैपिटा इनकम में यूएस में भी हम सबसे पहले आगे चले जाते हैं. Post graduation education, if you see the investment people make, so why there is a difference of an Indian performing under very different kind of environment, and why is an underperformer in India? Because of the various shackles we have created to our progress. We are change the way we do things. What we have been doing is reinforcing failure again and again. There is something wrong in how we look at things. People change much early. Failure is also part of life, of a business too, and also of our government. But see, China woke up in 1978. It took us 1990s, and that too, not through conviction, but through compulsion. The situation was such, okay, that's fine. So now I think we have to move ahead through conviction, through this commitment that yes, we can be a great nation. We can also give to our people what our constitution implicitly, but in the American constitution it explicitly said, pursuit of happiness. That every person has a right in his life. He has a right to quality of life. And I think that we can give, and to bring that kind of big quantum jump in our national wealth, the maritime industry is the only industry I see which can bring about that big quantum change. As Nitinji has said, Gadkariji has said, that with the Sagarmala program is looking at a 2% GDP increase. I think with that vision and translating it through all your capabilities, we can change India. Thank you.
Three more students who have actually come in. So we would like to proceed with presenting them as well the certificate and the prizes. So I would request Mr. Kale and to please request Mr. Sushant Kundalik Prabhu to please come up on stage. Ms. Samita Shinde. And Yogesh Bhavan Shivekar. The request the chairman NMIS, Shri SVK, to present a memento to our chief guest, Mr. Rao. We also request Mr. K to present a memento to our guest of honor, Dr. Shashi Kiran Shetty. Request Mr. K to present the memento to Captain Anup Sharma, CMD, Shipping Corporation of India. that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us towards the end of the event, and I would like to request Mr. S.B. Sawant, Institute Secretary, Narottam Moraji Institute of Shipping, to deliver the vote of thanks. Mr. Sawant.
Before Mr. Sawant delivers his vote of thanks, there are small announcements I just want to advise what is what. You mentioned about involvement of stakeholders other than the shipping companies in from shipping, and very rightly so. And the governing council has realized this gap in our constitution, our governing council. So just recently we have inducted in our governing council Mr. Vivek Kere. So let's welcome Mr. Vivek Kere to the governing council. In our governing council. One more information I want to share with you. Sir, the chairman National Shipping Board mentioned about the achievements of Indians. Sir, we are slow, but we are studying and we are getting there. So just to share with you this achievement. Sanjam is there? Sanjam, yeah. Sanjam Sai Gupta, she is heading VISTA, Women in Shipping Association in the country. That is one achievement. And sir, she is also a student of Narottam Moraji Institute of Shipping, and she is the first lady ever in the country who has been nominated in the executive board of the World Maritime University in Volvo, Sweden. So that's respected ladies, gentlemen, students, nation convocation certificate, and dear cadets. It is my proud privilege to promote the vote of thanks on behalf of the Governing Council, Director, staff of NMIS, and entire Midland Fraternity present here. I would like to thank our Chief Guest, Sri Pradeep Rawat, our guest of honor, Dr. Shashikaran Shetty, for being with us this morning despite their busy schedule. Their presence here for the convocation and prize distribution ceremony of our institute clearly indicates their support and commitment to give furtherance of knowledge in the maritime field. Sir, we are indebted to you for gracing the occasion. We also wish to record our sincere appreciation to Captain Anup Kumar Sharma, Chief SCI, who has been constantly encouraging us. The Governing Council Director and staff of NMIS are indeed grateful for having consented to present over this today's function. We would like to convey our special thanks to Captain P.S. Darve, Sri Arjun Parikh, for honoring us by accepting the Lifetime Achievement Award. Captain Sri Suresh Parikh, Sri Ashubhai Koda, for honoring us for accepting NMIS fellowship. NMIS and students are grateful to Bushro Kombata, Indian Shah Trust, Shia Lambiar Shia Trust, and Rohit Atul Bora from Radvir Bora's Trust, Mr. Vasco from Disalo from Living Earth, Dr. Shubda K from Perana Trust, Mrs. Nasiba Dubai, Sri Amar Singh Thakur, Sri Abdul Ghani Saran, Sri Jonathan Martin from Krishna Force, Dr. Dhananjay Barolekar, and Mr. Subhash Kajolkar for gracing the occasion with their presence and agreeing to our request for facilitating them. We would like to thank SCI, especially Captain Matthews, for agreeing to send MKI Bowie cadets to give word of honor to our guest of honor to attend the function. We are thankful to the cadets for their participation. I am sure they would remember this. And past students of their presence in their function. The Institute reputation is made by
my students, dear ambassadors, all you have made us proud. We are thankful to Captain R. Swaminathan for volunteering to be Master of Ceremony for today's function. We are thankful to Management of Shipping Option of India, which supplies specially P&A, PR, Security Department for extremely careful, unstinted cooperation and holding convocation for this grand auditorium. Last but not least, I would like to thank the press for their presence and coverage of today's event, the photographers, videographers and caterers. I will be failing in my duty if I do not thank the top members of the NMIS who have worked tirelessly for Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank all esteemed guests on the dais and in the audience for being with us today to motivate our students and honor our age. We look forward to seeing you again in 2019 for next convocation ceremony. Jai Hind and thank you all.
Mr. Sawant and the entire team of NMIS for the entire dedication and the hard work put in. Of course, thank you, Captain Sagli, again on that front. May I request, ladies and gentlemen, if we can all rise up for the stand.
I've served in the Navy for about 23 years now, and though I've sailed the seas, but I had very little knowledge about the commercial aspects of the shipping industry. So as a sort of mid-career upgrade, I decided to do this course, and it has been a very enriching experience for me. And for all the students who are joining NMIS, little word of encouragement. I am 43 years old. Never in my life have I got an award for academics, and this course has got me for the first time. So it's never too late to learn, and I wish all students joining NMIS all the best. I'm sure you'll shine, as the institute is one of the best probably you can think of. Thank you.
Narottam Morarji, an institute which has taught me how to work hard and pursue your dreams. As education was an agile heel for me, I never used to feel like studying. After completion of my BSc, I felt like, where should I go? Then there arrived an opportunity called shipping in my life. And then arrived Narottam Morarji, the institute with one of the greatest teachers, mentors you may call it, not teachers. We have mentors like Mr. Swaminathan, Mr. Kutikar, one of the greatest human being first, and then one of the greatest achievers and professionals which you can see. They are not teachers, they are friends with you. And eventually, after completion of my PGDM, I have a ton of knowledge in my brain, and this certificate which I am holding in my hand is another feather in my cap. Now, I can proudly say that I am a postgraduate from Narottam Morarji, and I have achieved something in my life. Now, in future, I know and I am sure about it that this certificate will be a great influence for me to achieve greater heights. Thank you.
I was always been passionate for shipping. Once I was discovered the NMIS, I found my passion a perfect place for my passion. The knowledge and the expertise I have given in the NMIS is the best of as far as shipping is concerned. The faculty is down to earth and the total having professional knowledge of shipping. Entire NMIS faculty has given us total support and in every sector. As far as shipping is concerned, we must acquire more and more knowledge, and that this is the best place for shipping. And once I completed my PGDM, I am confident and more achieve in the shipping and acquire more knowledge in shipping area and continue acquiring my passion toward this shipping. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Natasha Sailokal, and I've just finished the first year of the PGDSM at Narottam Moraji Institute of Shipping, and I'm very proud to say that I've secured the first rank in the first year of the program. And just to give you an insight into the course, I would like to say that we have highly skilled professionals from the industry who devote their time and teach us the different subjects, and they are extremely skilled at the subjects and at what they do. So I think I'm really lucky to have professors like Captain Swaminathan, like Mr. Dinesh Kutti sir, like Professor Subramaniam sir. So I feel that these people have so much experience from their real life, and they share it with us, and nothing can be better than that, to actually learn from the experts themselves. And I think everybody should look into doing this course, because it really helps you to give the technical understanding of the shipping industry, as well as fraternizing with so many stalwarts and big people from the industry. And overall, I think this course is a must do for any individual who is interested in the shipping industry. Also to get amazing placements and to widen your own knowledge base. So I will urge more and more students to take up this course and to attend classes and actually benefit from the knowledge of these extremely professional teachers that we have at the institute. And thank you everyone at the institute, the admin staff as well as the professors, for making me a part of the institute and for giving me this award today. Thank you.